Hey, what's up guys? Okay, so on this video I'm gonna try to make it a quick one. Just wanted to show you guys the difference between having LED interior lights to your generic just yellowish lights. So I got my Impala here. It's real dirty right now, so don't pay attention to it. I'm gonna have it detailed as soon as I'm done with all the planned work that I have for it. Probably try to sell it eventually, but as of right now I'm using it for my commuter. As you can see, everything is lit up. Kind of ugly, yellow. Well, interior is actually light gray, but I'm saying the light that those lights are emitting is yellow. It's ugly. That's how it looks. I'm planning on replacing just about every single light in here, including the lights for the rear license plate, which as a matter of fact doesn't have any. So should have license plate lights. Either I'm assuming they might. Let me turn this on. It might just be that it probably might need to be on. Let's see. Well, no, we have no light back there. So as you guys know, that's also illegal because police can't see you or can't see your plates as you're driving down the road unless they get right behind you. So there you go. So I'll be getting in some white LED lights in the next couple of days, and I'll show you guys the difference interior wise versus yellow. So stay put, and as soon as I get those lights in, I'll put them on and continue the video. Thanks. Alright guys, so I ordered the white LEDs for my car. They came in. I got a couple different sets. These are for my truck. If you notice, when you order those and you order them a specific color, a lot of the times they'll come with a backing a different color. So those, for instance, are green and these are white. This is also one I ordered for the dome light on the top. So I'm going to show you guys just real easy and quick how to install these. One thing to pay attention to is make sure that when you're ordering lights, you order the specific ones you need. And the reason why I'm saying is, if you notice, these both are white LED. Then they're the same model type of bulb. But one of these right here, this one, tends to shoot the light only in the forward direction. You know, so all right. So this one here, I ordered it a specific size, and when I got it, it seemed to me like it was a bit shorter than what I ordered, but it still works. So this is basically what I'm going to show you guys. You could use either a screwdriver. I'm used to just using a knife for these kind of lights. I'll use a screwdriver though. See that ugly dome light? One thing to also remember is to try to tackle these when they're off. Because if you try to take these off when they're on, you're going to burn your fingers. Those suckers get really hot. Alright, so what you want to make sure is you want to look for the area of the light that has the clip, which is on this side right here. I don't know if you guys could tell, but in there, you can kind of see how from the light, it seems like it sticks this way. That's because that's where the hook is at, you know. So you could tell right off the bat that small one right there is also a hook, but that one's foldable. So you want to stick your screwdriver right in there and then pry out. See what just happened? It popped out. So then you put this a little bit further, and there it is. Make sure they don't hit you right in the face like mine did to me. So there's the light bulb. These sometimes these are a little bit stubborn to come off, but they just gotta pry them off. It seems like it's gonna be hard. You might break something, but you won't. These little clasps, they pry open. So the more pressure you put, the easier they come out. All right. So now, if you know what I'm saying, that's a big difference in size. However, go in there and you try to put it on. I would return this and get an extra one, but they are making connection and it is a 12 volt. And it's really, it swings, but it's tight on there. It's not going to come off on its own. You have to, it snaps in. You know, that's what I want. I want to tighten these up just a little bit. I'm not going to go through the hassle of returning these, you know, just because I have already tried it and it works just fine. So just make sure I face it out this way. And there it is. Put the cover back on. There you have it. That one's easy. All right. Now for these two here. Remember, as I said before, that for the kick panels, for instance, mine are up there. Let me see, I think you can see it. See? So right now, they're going to be a little bit hot. Let me make sure, let me see how it feels. If it feels too hot, then I'll just close the door and I'll wait for a minute. Yeah, it's not too bad. Still, I just opened the door just now. So you see, you just pull that out. And that's what they all look like right there. I do on this one actually, even though I want these lights under here to brighten up the whole area, I'm gonna put these on because, you know, I'll still get a really good shooting, but I want to use these for my license plate. Actually, let me show you guys exactly what I mean. All right, so I'm at my lights. I'm about to take those screws off. You don't gotta take them all the way out. Different cars have different setups, but alright, so let me alright, I have to take off my license plate just so I can get to that piece. See, the other one I did it fine, but this one fell through back there. Alright, so man, this is dirty. Okay, so what I was talking about was judging which lights to put on here. If you notice this light, once you bolt it in place, it faces straight down like that. So I don't know if you guys can see that light bulb in there, but let me pull it out. Okay, see how I was telling you that if they're not working, they're probably black. See how this one's just all black? It went in there and I'm sure it was clear. But it's not clear anymore. So remember, just pop these just out. Those come right off. Alright, so if judging what lights to put, if I was to put this one right here that I mentioned earlier, if I put it in there, just like that, see how now it's only shooting out the light in one direction, forward. So by the time I put this light on there, clip it in, see how the light is not shooting down this way in this direction anymore, it's shooting forward in this direction. And I need it, you know, since it goes like that, I need it to shoot down in this direction where the license plate is at. So that's not going to happen. This is basically going to be lightening up the ground, like back in this area somewhere. So that's why you don't want to throw those white LEDs in there. If you put these on there, I can get it in there with one hand. Come on. Okay. See how those have the LED lights all around and on the front? When I put the casing on there, I'm going to have light in this direction, this direction, this direction, and that direction. So by the time they both go up there, they bolt in, they're going to be lighting up this whole general area, you know, including down here, which is what you want. I mean, that's what, I don't know if you've ever been down the road, that's how all those cars have those bright LED white license plate lights. That's basically what it is. You don't have to take these to the shop and have your lights modified. That's those right there. So right now I'm going to turn the car on. I want to make sure that it's plugged in the right direction, Because remember what I was saying, just because I plugged it in doesn't mean it's working yet. Alright, see how that one's on? This one's off. That's why I gotta flip it. So I'm turning it around. There it is. So now it's ready to go on there. Sorry guys. There. See how you have light in all directions now? You wouldn't have this glow down here if you had that light bulb, this one. You would only have light in this direction and it'd be all dead on this side. So then you just put these back in. So now you got both lights up there. License plate goes back on. And I'll wait and show a last video, the last part to this video a little bit later on in the evening when the sun is going down, or maybe even nighttime, so you guys can see the difference in the white LED versus stock yellow. I'm actually gonna do the lights on every single one of my cars, including my fiance's Camry. Okay, so one thing too, on these right here, you have, where did it go? Let me go get it. Alright, so on this light up here, you have this bulb that goes in there. You know, it's a bigger bulb than the other size. I don't know if you guys can see the size difference. But I'm not gonna use that one. Because I want a lot of light back here. I'm gonna put these lights right here. So I'm gonna put these lights right here. These are the exact ones I used on my application for the rock lights on that F250. Now I'm planning on modifying and setting two of them up, you know, one like right here and the other one like right here, facing down into the trunk. So let me grab my tools and I'll probably start drilling that out. Alright, so I ended up putting them on this side, the holes. I didn't put them here because they got the back side of that, so I don't want them to get wet. Plus, I think they have the room, it just then they'd get wet. So I drilled them out over there. I already put this one in, just like that. See how it's kind of angled out a little bit. Once I put them both on there, I could take maybe a vice grip and grab them from here and then tilt them just a little bit more, bend that sheet metal just a hair so that it shoots more towards the center. But I mean, I'll determine that at night when everything's dark in here, and I'll be able to see what the difference is. So let me just finish these up. I'm gonna run them, let me see. These are easy to put, 3/8 hole, just like that. Don't forget to put the nut. That one goes in before you do any electrical work to this. It goes through the cable. Up to the light. And then once it's up there, so when you have you'll have a little more of a hard time getting it in there, but once it's up there, then you just coil it up. I'll do that once the video's on pause because it's impossible for me to do it while I'm holding the camera. So then I'm going to run the cables straight out up here, and I'm going to tap into this original harness. Alright guys, so this is what I did. Instead of going with those butt connectors, what I did, since the cables are extremely small, let me zoom in on that. There you go. Since they're extremely small, I just put them both together. I twined them really good, and then I used my light tester to stuff them in there, so they got a really good connection. And, you know, you can tell that they're both on. There's one and there's two. So what I'm gonna do is just now I'm gonna tape all of this off. I'm gonna make sure I tighten up that area really good, make sure that it doesn't come off on its own. But I mean, for the most part, you don't ever touch these cables, so they should be good. Always make sure you test your positive negative before you start plugging the lights up. So that's what I did. You know, I used my trunk latched as a ground, tested, see which one of these was positive. So what I'm gonna do right now, just to make sure that everything is working fine before I tape that up, I'm gonna close the trunk. I'm gonna go in through the front, pop the seats open, and make sure that those lights are both off. All right, lights are off. They're working. So let me see. I'm gonna try to pop the trunk and see if by any chance they come on right now, and you can get an idea on how bright they are. We're probably gonna have some light peeking through here. Let's see. Oh, they're on now. Yeah, see, that's pretty bright. I won't know for sure if I like the setting when until it's nighttime. But I mean, you guys can clearly see that that's almost like if it was daylight, you know. So I'll wait for nighttime and see how the light looks. If I have to adjust those lights, if not, go about it. All right, so here's the LED license plate lights. A lot brighter than the old ones. Actually, this not the old ones. I meant than most of them, the regular ones. They weren't even working on this car. But as I was mentioning earlier, you can see the floor. I mean, they're pretty bright. With the light bulbs that I that I was gonna originally put, they wouldn't have been as bright right here. They would have shot all the light towards the floor over here. You know, so make sure you guys take consideration of stuff like that. So yeah. Now let me show you guys the interior. Hey guys. Alright, so I replaced all the lights inside the car with white LED. Actually, I've gone through almost every single light in this car with LED. Except for the dash ones. Those two have to be turned in to be modified. I could probably do them, but I don't feel like having to do all that stuff. But let me kick them on and show you guys the difference between the ones from earlier in the video and now. That's the interior. I had some other ones inside there. They're actually more white. They're actually that same light bulb as this one. You can tell the difference. I mean, there is a white blue streak. This one looks more blue than white, but it's the same ones. Well, different bulbs, but white LEDs. This is the back. The trunk. Let's see what it looks like. That is bright. Gotta wash it actually, but I'm happy. I'm not gonna touch those lights the way that they are. It's a perfect amount of light in here. Probably angle this one out more towards this corner, that one out more towards this corner. I could definitely do that. So yeah, I'm happy with the result. Altogether, to be honest with you guys, I want to say that Altogether, I want to say that it ran maybe about 17, not even $20. The white LED, I think they're the 9114s. I don't even remember what the actual number is. But those little ones, they ran me about $8 or $9 for a pair of 5. And then the one for this one here ran me about, I think, $6. And then I paid something like $8 for the ones in the trunk. So it's cheap. Definitely beats getting them at your local auto parts, because I know those run expensive. So yeah, hope you guys liked the video.